What's up, everyone, and welcome back. So today we have a very special episode for you. We're breaking down every single operational cost you will have owning your own truck. So these are pretty solid numbers, pretty accurate numbers. I mean, it's the secret sauce. You won't find this anywhere else. So grab a pencil, paper, take down some notes. If you have any thoughts, hit me on the comments below, and hope you enjoy the video. Welcome back. So, congratulations, you just bought your first commercial semi truck. Let's go over your terms. You paid $200,000 for the truck, got you approved at 72 months with a 7% interest, and you put down $16,000. Good job saving up that much money. Congrats. Your payments per month are $3,137.02. So, again, congrats with the purchase. Now let's go over what it's going to take for you to keep this truck. Welcome back. So again, congrats on your purchase. You're ready to get the truck on the road, but unfortunately there's a few costs before you could even get it on the road. So let's go over those. Upfront costs. So the first was the truck down payment that we went over, $16,000. Obviously that's what it took for you to even get the truck. And next up are your plates. So for example, if you live in Illinois, your plates are going to be about $2,400 a year. So you could save maybe $150 if you go and get them yourself from Springfield, which is not really worth it. I pretty much would just go through a licensing company and have them do the paperwork for you. So we'll factor that in at 24. Then you have your IRS 550, which is $550. Your IFTA New York sticker and permits, for example, like Kentucky permit, New Mexico permit, factor those in at $250. And next you have your trailer down payment. So no matter if you rent your own trailer from a leasing company or if you rent a trailer from the carrier that you're gonna drive for, there will be $1,000 deposit, we should call it, because you will get that $1,000 back if there's nothing wrong with it, but it is an upfront cost. We have to label it down as an upfront cost because it will come out of your bottom line in the beginning. So until that money gets returned to you, it's always an upfront cost. Next, we have your bobtail insurance, because you are responsible for your own bobtail insurance. Now, you're gonna pay cargo insurance through the carrier, but your bobtail insurance is your responsibility, and that does come with a down payment. And that down payment is $1,000. So everything included, everyone, with the down payment for the truck, you're looking at around $21,200 in upfront costs to kind of get this baby on the road and start making some money. So next up, we're gonna go over an example statement if you were to run a certain amount of miles per week at a certain gross, and we're gonna break down every single cost that you will have. So stay tuned. Welcome back. So you got all your upfront costs taken care of. You got your truck on the road. You put it to work. Had a solid week. Let's look at the numbers. How did you do? So you ran 2,800 miles. Solid. Good job. Hard worker. Your average was $2.40 a mile. Can't go wrong there. So you raked in a total of $6,720 gross revenue. Pat yourself on the back, because this job ain't easy. Did a wonderful job. So let's go over what your costs will be per week on your statement from a carrier. Starting off, occupational accidental insurance, which every driver has to pay, $42 per week. Dry van trailer rental, $300 per week. Cargo insurance, and that's liability as well included in there, $300 a week again. Your e-log subscription, so if you use Keep Trucking or whoever you use, there's going to be a fee for that, so $20 a week. Diesel, this is what's really hurting everybody right now. So I factored in, with running 2,800 miles, I factored in 6.5 miles, well, I guess I put per hour there, but well, MPG, obviously miles per gallon, so nobody's driving 6.5 miles per hour, but 6.5 miles per gallon at 2,800 miles at $5.50 a gallon, which is a solid average right now. better to round a little bit up than down. This could even be a little bit on the lower end, but $23.70 per week. It's kind of where my truck's at all the time. Right there between 23 to 25, and that's usually, if it's 25, 26, the driver took a $200 cash advance. So 2,300 bucks, 2,400 bucks right now is pretty spot on. And then you have 10% carrier commission, which pretty much everybody's well aware of that one. So you made actually $3,016 only from that $67.20 gross. That is kind of gross. I mean, more than 50% of your money is already gone. And wait a second, because we're not through yet. Remember, bobtail insurance, your responsibility. That's an extra $153. And let's not forget, guys, any smart owner will factor his monthly payment into his weekly intake. So $785 a week for you to drive that beautiful truck. So now you're left with $2,078. Terrible, just terrible. So that about sums up your statement for the week. Again, you're gonna get left with a little bit more, but you're still responsible at the end of the month to pay your own bobtail insurance and your own truck payment. So either way you look at it, it's coming out of your weekly amount. So that pretty much does it for your statement. And there's a few other expenses that I pretty much noted down that I want everybody to be well aware of, because these are expenses as well. We'll go over them next to finish up this video. All right, so lastly, what I wanted to mention, everyone, was I want you to keep in mind your costs moving forward. Some of those upfront costs that we talked about, and it's very important to factor those in to your weekly costs. And there's some other things as well. So parking, I factored in at $200 a month, which here in Chicago, it's $400 to $450, quite a bit more expensive, but I can't base it off one market when one market, the Chicago market is just ridiculously overpriced. So I feel like anywhere else in the country, you probably can get parking $200 to $300, unless you're in a crazy big city, and we all know how that goes. Plates, again, $2,400 a year. I factored that in at 40 weeks because you're probably not going to work all 52 weeks of the year. Maybe you want to take a week, a month off and hang out with your family, be with your wife, normal things. You want to enjoy your money. IRS $550, $14 a week moving forward. Yearly maintenance, so I factored this in at $8,000 a year. And that's because you bought a brand new truck, so you really shouldn't have major problems with it. A couple of sensors, maybe some small stuff. You might have some tire blowouts here and there. And oil changes as well is included in this price. You shouldn't need more than 5 oil changes for the year. So that's going to be about $2,500 to $3,000 max. So you have $5,000 left over for, again, you get a blown tire here and there. And we're not talking about, running over medians and kind of like busting up your tandems on the trailer or, dislocating an axle. Responsible driving, you shouldn't be throwing money out the window. And then yearly software and utilities. I mean, maybe you want to look at some loads yourself. Maybe you want to get some internet or whatever the case is. There's going to be something. So I factored in at $1,800 a year, which comes out to $150 a month, kind of like a phone bill, and that is $45 a week at 40 weeks, because remember, you're only gonna work 40 weeks. So guys, this is $369 of overhead, again, that you should keep in mind moving forward. Again, like I mentioned in other videos, there's a lot of money coming into trucking, but as you can tell by the numbers, a lot of money goes out as well. That's why I said sometimes the margins are very, very thin. So if you don't watch every dollar, and if you don't keep in mind every dollar that you're gonna have to spend tomorrow on something, you could go under pretty quick. So that pretty much about does it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Good luck to any of you that are purchasing your first unit. And yeah, have fun and be safe.